Good morning. It's Maria here, and I'm with this beautiful, beautiful apricot blossom. And I'm here to invite you to our next Qigong journey, Qigong for spring, where we revive our inner maiden and we let the dragon carry us. And in this session, we're going to connect deeply with the light and with the wood element and with water. And we are going to alchemicalize light and water to make wood and to grow and to become creative and abundant and alive and resilient and strong. And with that, in spring, there starts to be these other shadow things that come up, just like overwhelm, and there's a lot of things that are happening. And so as Qigong practitioners, we come to a place of skillfully saying yes and skillfully saying no, so we can harness and be with this really dynamic, powerful energy, and we can create the life we want to live. So my journeys are journeys. They are not Qigong classes. These are transformational journeys that are very unique. And within this journey, we are going to connect with these archetypes. We're going to play with this archetypical energy and the power of spring and the power of wind and the power of wood. And the archetypes we're going to play with, one of them is from the tarot, and that's the Fool, the beginner's mind, the one that says yes and just goes for it and trusts and has an immense trust and faith into the universe and within themselves. We're also going to play with another archetype that's somewhat similar, but it's really connected to Qigong specifically, and that is the archetype of the pioneer. And the pioneer is one that navigates into the unknown with there's a layer of uncertainty, but there's a layer of deep trust, because the pioneer has just gone through the winter time, and all of you have gone through the winter time where you faced your fears of the dark, and now you're emerging into the light. And we're also going to play with the archetype of the maiden. And we're going to connect with our wombs just for a little while in the maiden womb. And there's some reclamation that will happen in our maiden time. And we're also going to connect with, for a little moment, we're going to connect with our power and our rising up into leadership. And we're going to explore one of the reasons we may not have been rising up into leadership in the time of our maiden. And that's when we start to realize we have a sisterhood wound and we're in competition and we have jealousy. So green-eyed jealousy, that is a shadow of wood. That is a shadow of the dragon. Right? Jealousy. But what does a dragon do? In this journey, we're going to allow the dragon to carry us, right? So what we're going to have to connect with the dragon as a relationship, and we're going to ally with the dragon. Because if we don't ally with the dragon, this dragon can just grow, and you see it in life. There's just so much growth and so much wanting of more, always wanting more. And there's jealousy, and there's rage, and there's anger. So if we don't want to turn into jealousy, rageful, angry, bitter women, we want to reclaim our inner maiden, understand our sisterhood wound, and come into a place of healing in little spots of that, so that we can have a gentle power and we can be carried by this dragon. Because dragons in the east and dragons in the west are a little bit different, but one thing they have in common is they both guard and protect treasure. They guard and protect something precious. And within us are the treasures. That's what Qigong practice does in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, it unlocks your 3 treasures so that you can become fully human, fully divine human, standing between earth and sky. And the dragon helps us unlock these treasures. And in order for us to unlock these treasures, we have to befriend and ally our dragon as a maiden. And we're going to do this in a way that in some way seems real mystical and metaphysical and light, and in other ways it's going to be very grounded and very practical in your daily life. The goal in spring Qigong is that you have a practice and a habit that is an empowering practice and habit so you can show up in the world as a force of nature, as a divine feminine leader. So I invite you to join us.